taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So Stanford's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
He'll return it from the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they have the first points of the game.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Royer. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier pushed deep. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane. He put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline not... doing on that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield on first down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on second down.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hines. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hines. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw it. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Royer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Royer. Banks to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. There he goes. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Warrior. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Oh, they're after him. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half. A chance to do something to feel it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Contreras. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Back to pass, it's Contreras. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Runs through the tackle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Amato. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You want to talk about controlling a game? This Clemson defense hasn't even allowed 150 yards.
That's insane. I mean, that is video game type numbers. That's crazy. You can't find that kind of numbers anywhere. This day and age, so much offensive firepower and speed all over the field, and this defense said, I will have none of that, and shut everything down.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Contreras. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time. Breaks into the open. Rams him with the stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for room. It's Fisher. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Caught in the backfield. It's Fisher. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate